Life of a Plant by Riza Jordan. A plant will grow from a tiny seed. Some water and sun is all you need. First the roots grow underground. They suck up minerals from all around. Then come stems, some tall, some stout, and next the branches spread about. Leaves grow in all shapes and sizes. Watch this new life as it rises. Flowers bloom from buds on stems. They are as pretty as precious gems. Some plants give us juicy fruit, some have vegetables at the root. New seeds travel to and fro by wind and water on the go. And the cycle keeps on going, soon new stems and leaves are showing.
Hi everybody, I'm Professor Afrobrain, and today we're going to be doing an experiment on the life cycle of a bean plant. A life cycle is the stages of life that a living thing goes through during its lifetime. All species of life has a life cycle. The common life cycle for bean plants are seed, germination, leaf growth, and finally flowering. We're going to see this process throughout our experiment. Our aim today is to investigate the concepts of a life cycle through a hands-on activity that is suitable for Stage 2 students. A Ziploc bag, a needle, some mung bean seeds, a spoon, a bowl, and some water. Take one small Ziploc bag and poke a few holes in the bottom seam of the bag using the needle, but be careful as it is very sharp. Place a teaspoon of mung beans inside the plastic bag. Zip the bag closed and place it in a bowl of warm water. Allow the seeds to soak overnight. The next day, take the bag out of the water and let it drain. Have it sit in indirect sunlight for the rest of the day. For the next 3 days, briefly dunk the bag in water before letting it drain, sitting in indirect sunlight and leaving it for the rest of the day. The next day, place the seeds in direct sunlight. Enjoy watching your beans sprout. Take one small Ziploc and punch a few holes in the bottom seam of the bag with a needle, but be careful with the needle as it is sharp. Place a teaspoon of mung beans in the bag. Zip the bag closed and place it in a bowl of warm water. Soak the seeds overnight. The next day, take the bag and let it drain. Sit it in indirect sunlight. The next 3 days, dunk it in water, let it drain, and sit it in indirect sunlight. On the 4th day, place the seed in direct sunlight and leave for a couple of days. These are the seeds after they have been soaked in water overnight and for a day in indirect sunlight. The moisture has triggered the growth and the seed shell has softened and some have even split. They will be placed in indirect sunlight for the 2nd day. These seeds are after 1 day in indirect sunlight. The seeds have started to sprout, producing a yellow root. The seeds will be dunked into water and placed in indirect sunlight for the 3rd day. These seeds have sprouted more and have grown longer roots after the 2nd day in indirect sunlight. The seeds will be dunked into water and placed in indirect sunlight. After 2 days in direct sunlight, the seeds have sprouted perfectly. The seed shell has fallen off most of them and it shows their growth. This demonstrates how the seeds have moved to the 2nd stage of their life cycle, germination. These seeds can be eaten once dried out. To push the experiment further, some of the seeds with roots were dunked in water and placed in direct sunlight for 2 more days. This allowed the seeds to move on to the next stage of their life cycle, initial growth. Some of the seeds are starting to produce leaves, demonstrating that they are moving on to the next stage. The outcome of this experiment was that the seeds grew through some of their stages of life, demonstrating that this can take a while, but it conveys the stages of life a bean plant goes through. The 3 stages of life that the bean plant went through in this experiment was seed, germination, and growth. Safety risks within this experiment can be found in the use of the needle, so you may need the help of an adult with that part. Variations for this experiment could be doing it in spring or summer, as the seeds may grow quicker there than in the colder months.